Hey folks, Quilly Team here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. We are the 500%ers. And last episode, Randy sent us a couple of raids. A little tiny one, a slightly bigger one. It's worked out fine. The biggest issue is Dove being in a very poor mood over here, although it's on its way up. Right, and she's sleeping right now, so it's frozen there. Okay, that should be fine. Unsightly environment, yeah, we do have a bunch of crap sitting around. And yeah, if Randy's going to be sending us human meat, we are almost certainly going to want to get our cooler going sooner rather than later. I'm going to go ahead and allow this and that, so we start using some blocks. Although, you know what? Hold on. Change of plans. Prioritize getting the traps rebuilt, please. We need that for our defenses. Thank you very much. Go. And some of this might rot. And right, and we have 2 prisoners. Yes. I'm wondering. Yeah, I don't want them to be armored up. Finish the 10, that's fine. Because they're probably going to have a few mood breaks. Oh my god. That's a lot of tending there. That's a lot of tending. I mean, you're no longer in a dire condition. And yeah, you having the right eye damage is a little sucky, but... Jeez. Okay, hold on. And then strip, and then strip. There we go. Good. And someone haul that away real quick so they don't re-equip themselves instantly. Okay, hazelnuts on a food binge. This is interesting. That was a legitimate low mood food binge, as opposed to the random food binge that happened last time. All right, which is fine. And yes, pleased to be rebuilding the trees. At some point, I think we will probably do, like, we might do a tree growing area over here. Oh, we might do cocoa again, because that gets us a little constant supply of wood. I mean, at some point we stop relying on the traps because they are not going to do a good enough job of killing armored folks. Like, please don't give me another attack. Fugly joints. What is this? Okay. Warg with paralytic abasia. Fugly. That is a great name. Lazy's bad. Quick Sleeper's good. I think I'm less than impressed. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the universe, and you can fight well. The Quick Sleeper will kind of offset the Lazy. We'd have to convert you, which is a little annoying. We'd also just accept for silver. You can fight. I'll give you that. And then if we took you, we could pull Biss off of growing. We'd probably leave you on growing. But having 2 isn't so bad because it is a pretty frequent job. And you do turn into someone else who can research, although you've got no passion for researching and you're lazy, so you would work slower. On a normal run, it would be, sure, I think a pretty easy yes. Here, every colonist adds wealth, which increases the size of the raids. And how do I feel about that? We're already having to do a lot of conversion because of the prisoners. I think I'm going to say no, which might be silly, but since you're, like, I'm a little unsure about it because of the lazy. If you had a tick of passion intellectual, I think I'd say yes. So I'm going to say no to Fugly. I think I'm going to accept for the Glitter World Medicine plus the silver. Because again, this warg job is pretty easy. We're just going to go and put down a animal sleeping spot somewhere, say there. Flag it for medical, which is, I don't even know if it's required, but we'll do that. And then, yeah, you're going to get maintained from time to time. Okay, Dove's going to go and grab you, move you over. Perfect. Just got to keep you alive, and then we'll get a little bit of money. Okay. Rebuilding traps. Yeah, I'm wondering about a door. I could do a stone door. Remember right there. Oh my... Randy. Oh my god. So that's not where I'm looking for. Here. So this is an area, like, Randy is sending us more raids than Cassandra would at this point. We'll do that, and Hazelnut is still losing their crap and is actually about to pass out. This is going to be tough. Okay, it's not a very big raid. In fact, the remaining traps we have may go ahead and just deal with this. Well, there's one already. Wow. Some new orange on it. Weird color coding. Asshole. Oh no, you didn't set anything on fire. Oh, you must be nimble. Yep. Ugly and nimble. We want to capture you? No. And I don't think it's worth saving your clothing. Okay. Unrecruit, unforbid. What about this one? 6 hours, no permanent injuries. Can't dumb labor. Ooh, hold on a second. Okay, can't dumb labor is bad. Very neurotic is pros and cons, because you work faster, but you had a higher mental break threshold, which should be offset by optimist. You're also an ascetic. You got passion for intellectual. Melee is not as great as an imp, because the imps are they weaker as well? They have weak melee damage. And I mean, I know they heal slower. You know what? I think you're worth it, although I'm a little bit worried about having 3 prisoners. Hang on. Quickly go and beat that out. Actually, Randy, I'm going to get you to do the tend into capture. Oh, unwavering loyalty. Well, that solved that issue. Finish off. And 3 prisoners at this stage might be a little too much. Actually, go and then finish off. Okay. Medical treatment needed on Biss. Yeah, you're fine. Just a couple of bruises. Okay, Randy, can you give us 2... Yeah, okay. No longer binging. That's fine. Could you give us 2 seconds here, buddy? We really need a little bit of time to rebuild in between raids. That would be ideal. Especially since in theory each raid is actually adding a little bit of wealth because they're dropping off more resources. I think this wealth is probably from taking our prisoners. But, you know, they're dropping some material around. And that might be causing us a little bit of an issue. Right. Well, we're going to get some fine meals, so that's at least something. Okay, we can do a ritual. Let's do it. We'd still like more high-quality people. Oh, my God. Why do we have so many people social fighting? And the bloodlust? Maybe it's the bloodlust. I mean, we're going to still do the ritual. With fewer people. I guess it's fine. Sure, whatever. We're here. A beautiful one. All right, so more mood boost. No other joiner, but the high mood is good. And then we need some wood in there. Eating a meal. Can I encourage you to go and refill this, please? Thank you. Sparrow has self-tamed. Well, congratulations, Sparrow. You know what? I should just release you. I don't know. Send you to home. And then we just slaughter you. We don't really need the meat, but what the hell. Do need the wood. And then we're going to try to use this cooldown when it's available. I don't think we're going to do the conversion ritual. I don't know, maybe we should. So we can still do that outside. Yeah, maybe we'll just do the conversion ritual. Grayed up because the power's on cooldown, which is fine. All right, butcher that. Getting lots of human leather. I guess we could set up the tailoring bench. We'll wait a bit. Yeah, I really feel like setting up these traps are going to be the priority. And yeah, they don't zigzag. I mean, I'm happy you're walking through the fence and not triggering the traps. But I guess we thought, oh, maybe the zigzagging is just as slow as just walking through the walls. I think what we sort of convinced ourselves last time. Bio-coded auto pistol. All right. We're not going to run a smelter for a while because it is really power hungry. But hey, at least our moods are good. And we do have 2 constructors now. Although Hazelnut has to stop having food binges, so you actually do spend some time constructing. You mean rotting away? Yeah, that's fine. 14 hours to that cooldown. And yeah, we'll try a conversion ritual. I wonder if I should prioritize the mining. I don't know. This is probably still doing a lot of planting, which is still good. And yeah, at some point we might want to go and get rid of all the little critters inside our base who might be eating the crops. We're running, there's a couple of different mods, I think, that add scarecrows. Does Dub's bad hygiene add a scarecrow? I think there's standalone mods for it, but dubs might as well. Just keep the critters away from the base. Okay, actually, I think I should prioritize this door. Just for some flexibility. Take a little while to build. And yeah, sometimes someone running away might decide to stop and smash this door, even though there's a straight shot out there. But if it turns out to be inconvenient, then we want... Oh, you got canceled because this thing... What is it, like a stoat or something? A mink. Decided to walk through it. Alright. Hazelnut's still getting a little bit of treatment, and then those guys, and then more rot, which is fine. Can I change their diet? Yeah. Because I can say, listen, just feed them raw food. We don't have to use up some meals for them. Right? Because that's the pigskin thing. Yes? Robust digestion. Yeah, they don't get an 8 raw food multiplier. Strong stomach, you're immune to food poisoning. Yeah. Okay, hauling wood, going over there, that's fine. Chopping down some more trees, doing that. Alright, well, at least Randy gave us enough time to do a little bit of this. And yeah, begin conversion ritual, targeting one of these folks. Let's go. I love how the person who's the furthest away is the person to go and move the body. Maybe it's the person who's... Okay, that's fine. I was worried, because there's a tortoise inside of our base. I was worried it would be that one. I'm going to be a little annoyed because they'll probably go and set off a trap, but I don't want to interrupt the ritual to go and shoot at the tortoise. Heck, they might fall asleep before it reaches there. Effective. Okay, so it's not the instant change, but it's coming along. Let's see, where are you at? There, and then there, okay. Any chance you might fall asleep? Alright. We're gonna... Let's run inside. A little kiting if we need to. Well, we're gonna practice our firearm skill, because it does take a long time to kill these things normally. Oh, we knocked off the plastron. Is that the belly plate? I think that might be the case. Alright, this, you're probably chopping down a lot of trees. Get those. Machine pistol. Machine pistol might be better than the revolver. It fires fast. I don't think it hits very hard, but it might be better than the revolver. The steel spear versus the plasteel knife. That's an interesting question. We'll have to compare those stats. And a Hunter pack of tortoises. Here's what we're going to do. Who's the closest? No one is that close, really. But Biss, I guess it's going to be you. You're going to come over here. We're just going to toggle this off. Everyone stay inside the walled area. We're just going to close the door and not bother with you guys. There we go. To save some time. There we go. Stay inside the base. These guys will just linger outside. Hey, maybe Randy will send us another regular raid at the same time, then they'll take care of each other. Could you guys... This is pregnant. Okay. I'm a little annoyed you're still moving forward and triggered a trap. The turtle sounds are really funny. All right, yeah, I guess we'll just focus a little bit more internally for a little bit. Well, as I say, most of the traps drop. No, slightly less than half, but close. And yeah, eventually they will go away, I think. Like, they can die to the Scaria, although I think there's a chance they just leave before then, too. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll just focus internally. That's going to have to be okay. And yeah, Biss's cooldown is up. And yeah, pregnancy, toxin clearance. A lot of waste packs. Which is fine. But I'm super unimpressed. So I'm going to say no. Oh, we got a shotgun. Okay. That's going to be good for close quarters combat. All right. The turtle sounds. Okay. Oh, and there we go. We're getting a little bit of wood there, which is good because we don't have any wood inside of our base currently. And we've got a power shortage. We won't be using this to rebuild the traps currently. And then, right, you're the social person, so you're doing that. The power is a little bit of a brownout. Still waiting for that plate armor to finish. Yeah, we haven't done research in a bit. We have been busy. Marriage is on. Okay. Wow, things are developing really quickly there. And I think the food situation is fine. Although we are hitting... Okay, we do need to go and increase this, right? Because this was about enough to maintain 5 people. Probably a little bit more than that because of the year-round growing. But I think we do have to increase this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to square this off. So 121, 6 people. But again, the rich soil versus normal. We do have these guys. We did get a bunch of free meat, but we don't have a freezer yet. Let's, yeah. Too much is better than not enough. So expand the planting. So you're going to find meal over there. You're going to complain you ate without a table. Replant that is fine. 1.8 days to our ritual. Okay. Make plate armor. Cool. So that's there. So Biss, I'm going to get you to wear that, please. It's going to slow down your movement, but I think it's going to be better. And then right over here, clear the forced. She keep it on, and then other people should wear that flak vest. Leave doors open, but not if there's a prisoner, so we're not going to do that. Time to recruit. Yeah, that is keeping you very busy. Part of me, like, I would like you to start mining. Research, we're doing machining. Okay, long way to go, but we are actually having a little bit of time to do research now, so that at least is good. At some point, we're going to want to floor, but once we start flooring, we really want to floor everything, and there's already a little bit of floor here, so in a way, that's already there. Yeah, we don't need to go outside right now. See, this, we get the tortoise in there. That was the one I was worried that was maddened earlier. We're A-okay. If we got a raid now, it'd be a little annoying because there wouldn't be an open door, so they'd want to smash through walls. You'd have to deal with the tortoises, which isn't terribly scary. It's just annoying for us, and it would eat more of our time when it's like, again, we do need to take care of some of our internal bits over here. A little more loving. All right, well, their moods are going to continue to be great. We're not going to do a recruitment ritual while we've got the crazed turtles out there because we could get a recruit who instantly gets killed, and that's not ideal. Dirty cooking area. Yeah, okay, so maybe I should I set the clean to a 1? Yeah, we need to get these rooms going on. Okay. Let's go and get this constructed. The new outline. And yeah, since we've already got the coolers here, the bottom area will be the freezer. I mean, eventually the freezer will grow. We don't need a huge one at first because we just don't have that many people. So limestone, yes. Okay, good. And I think I already home zoned that area in preparation to make sure I don't forget it. Oh, we do need to home zone that for maintenance. I think otherwise we're okay. This is all good. I think the rest is all good. Okay. Boom. Hazelnut with the injuries. Yeah, I'm guessing the bloodlust is probably the thing that leads more. So 4 times likely. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so there's going to be lots of social fighting. Well, lots of time, lots of opportunity to train up our medicine, I suppose, every time that happens. Yeah, you are very volatile. Well, not volatile. That's a different trait, but... Badly malnourished. I mean, so you say. I really don't want to shoot you. Yeah, we'll just force a melee attack. Because you're still injured. Wait. No, it's Nitro. Nope. My bad. My bad. My bad. Nitro's gone berserk. Sorry, Mushroom. You're fighting back as well. Is it because we hit you? Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Why are you still... Oh, no, you're still aggroed. Yeah. Probably because we punched you, so we're going to have to go and knock you down. Hopefully no one loses a body part in this silliness. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that, Mushroom. We could put them in individual rooms. It would slow down the breakout, but I think it's fine. I mean, not going to be much of a difference between here and here. In fact, this is a little closer for some of the maintenance, so maybe it turns out to be better. Do we have any more wood internally? No. We still have those. We do. I mean, I suppose I could chop some things that aren't fully grown. Oh, you finished. We can turn this back off because we're not creating anything over here anymore. We'll save the power because I think with just one wood fire generator, we're fine for our coolers, especially without the heat wave. Prison break. Mushroom. All right. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson? Now, this would try to stab him. I'm assuming you're going to go down pretty quick. Yeah, there we go. You're going to go down pretty quick. That does reset your prison break timer. I don't know if it does for both of them. Because usually it's a group prison break, but Nitro was downed. So actually, I don't know what that means. All right. All up. Yeah, we could have left these corners off, but it looks better with the corners. Deconstruct. Kind of all this internal stuff. Yeah, that. I don't want to do a box select because I don't want to deconstruct a piece of furniture that I might want. But yeah, that can all go. Especially this door, which is being kind of silly to walk through right now. Well, no, I mean, it's still enclosed in this room because this part isn't enclosed. And won't be if we don't have any wood. All right, they're still there. How's your Scario timing? 2.6 days. And Earl's got the flu. We do have to keep you alive. Paralytic Abasia, I don't think decreases your other stats on anything. So theoretically, yeah, the immunity is ahead, not by much. Really not by much, but it is there. I mean, if we fail and don't get the reward, it's not the end of the world. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, say, chop wood, even if it's not fully grown. Anything that can actually be chopped for wood. This isn't remove plant, but yeah, we'll do the premature trees, and that's going to have to be okay, because we need to make sure to maintain the wood for the power. That door. Okay, convert action is up. I'm going to get you... No, not council. Convert mushroom, because they were the ones who were the closest. There we go, down to 20%. Okay. New roof, that's fine. Oh, and we need to reinstall the wall light, which I'll put over there. And I think you do need a second one in here, but I'm going to figure out some things to move around shortly. Okay. Spending a lot of time chopping down trees. We still haven't rebuilt those traps. Oh, most of them have gone. Why are you still there then? Oh, because you took an injury. Because I think you're on your way out. Okay, that's a way to win the game. Yeah, I think if you were... Oh! There it is. Okay. Well, good news, everyone. We can unrestrict. Which means we can go back to building trap. I'm sorry. Are you saying the tortoise wasn't enough? That is rude. And I don't think you'll set off traps because you're not actually hostile. You're in that weird in-between state. Reopen that before the raid happens. And then... Are you just lingering around here? Okay, you know what? We're going to do a... hunt on you. There it is. Okay. boom, boom. Okay. Kind of a stressy episode, man. Whew. Lots of things pulling our attention. We're all right. I could cancel the internal tree chopping, but you know what? I think I'll still leave it there because it'll minimize some of the other walking. Earl, how you doing, buddy? There you go. About a 3% lead. It's tight, but it should be okay. I suppose if we do a really poor medical treatment, then we might have a bad time. Maybe I'll make sure it's Dove specifically that's on medical duty because you are going to be a little bit better. Cleaning here is not really the most important thing in the universe. Pump action shotgun we should really bring inside. No storage space. Oh. Hang on. That thing is very unimpressive. But I think Zandy, we're going to equip the shotgun. I mean, it's not the combat shotgun, so it's not a very good shotgun, but should be much better for our short-range defense over here. Should be much, much better. There we go. Load that in. That's great. And then, yeah, more food poisoning on the fine meals. I guess I could do the thing where we suspend the fine meals for a little bit just to make sure those stacks get completed. And then I still have the clean set tool one right now, which might be a little excessive, but I don't know. I mean, cleaning over here is a little bit annoying. Here, I will drop it back down to a 2. Wood being stockpiled, but those traps still have to get built. Level 5 construction. You've got the construction passion, right? Yes. Okay, good. I wonder, at what point do we turn off Zandy's construction? You're not doing smithing and tailoring, so really it would be a question of moving you more towards research. But I think we will do it, because what we would like to do is we would like to concentrate Hazelnut's, like all the skill on one person. And Hazelnut will certainly XP that a lot faster. Plus get some mood boost along the way. Well, Biss, you're moving quite slowly. Is it just the pregnancy? It's the food poisoning. Right, of course. Yeah, you gotta walk with your cheeks clenched to make sure nothing flings out there. Oh, food poisoning. It is real bad. Nobody has a good time when that's going on. Oh, let's bring this flak vest. It's 92% normal quality. I think someone was already grabbing it. But yeah. We actually have a decent amount of body armor now. And I think decent firepower for this stage in the game. I'm a little bit worried about like the size of our base, maybe the wealth levels. Once these prisoners get recruited, things should be a little bit better. How's the resistance on mushroom? Psychic soothe. Yes. Yes, thank you. I'm selecting the wrong person. 7.6, okay. And once that's done, they will go to the normal convert behavior. Although hopefully we'll have just completed the convert with this first. Transport pod crash. Okay, from an enemy, so we could capture you. Get a third prisoner. You do have some permanent scars. Okay, pessimist, very neurotic, and greed. No. No. Do we have anyone who's sort of in the vicinity, though? Come over here and strip. Actually, is it even worth it? No. No. Never mind. We're not going to bother with you at all. We're going to ignore you completely. Now, sometimes they do manage to get up. Probably not in this case. Wood, that's fine. Cooldown 1.5 days, 1.6 days. Trap still pending. Okay, we have a lot of jobs going on. Including, right, the hauling over here, which is fine. Okay. Well, I think it's a good place to put in a cut. Can we get a few more minutes without Randy doing something? Just to catch. I'll feel so much better when all the traps are back up. I'll feel so much better. And yeah, it's crazy. We still haven't gotten around to this. Even though we've got... Didn't we have a second grower? Oh, was that our temporary guest? Was our second grower? Okay, no, Biss is really busy with the planting and not getting around to the mining. Nah, that's pretty legit. Was one of these going to be a helper for that? A little bit of plant there. What was Nitro? Right, very good crafter. And then the researcher, which is nice. And another good crafter. I don't know that we need that many. we'll have to pick and choose kind of who we turn into a production specialist, but it at least gives us options. All right, folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.